Okay.
Okay, with James Rigsby from the Switzerland, Versipellis is the short film. It's 26 minutes long. It's from the horror thriller festival. I should say it's from the thriller suspense festival, but it's a horror film, and very much it's a great film. Congratulations on the success so far.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very happy to
So, are
have.
you a horror guy, or you just made a horror movie?
No, I'm actually not a horror guy at all. I actually I don't watch a lot of horror films, but always wanted to try to make a horror film because it sounded so fun. And so then I kind of did my research and I watched more and more horror films. And then I got really inspired and I really wanted to try it out because it's kind of different the way we make films. And that has its own challenges in a way. So yeah, that was good.
So, you wrote the screenplay as well, right?
Yes, I wrote it. Yeah, yeah.
Was this we were talking before the podcast, you went to school at the UK. Was this a school project, or did you make this after you graduated?
So I've made it no, a little bit before we filmed it before I graduated. But it was alongside my studies. So it was kind of, we had the student project during the final year, and I've just decided to make my own aside using the people there and other people from London and across the UK really to make the film.
And from you used all the crew you went to school with?
Yeah, some of them are, and then some, like the actors, for example, I found them in most of them are from London. So yeah,
So I guess what stands out most of all in your film is the kind of like one location you're using a lot of kind of natural lights or candles,
yeah.
like the cinematography. Did your cinematographer go to school with you?
Yes, yes, that's true. Yeah,
And
exactly.
you, and you guys are buddies, I'm assuming?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, half of my crew are buddies, but we worked so well together. So obviously that was the most important thing is that we work well together, and uh, and yeah, he's amazing. He's done an amazing job. Yeah, worked with him before last film. It's a 38-minute short film which was called Deep Dive. So that's also on my YouTube channel. But yeah, that's yeah.
And he was the camera operator as well?
No, we had again there's another friend.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a camera operator. Yeah,
Yeah, because there's some nice shots, some handheld. There's some nice shots in the film.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, okay, so you wrote the script, so it's 26 minutes, so it's a little bit of a longer short, but it works. But then it's really kind of contained. Were you
Mm-hmm.
worried about the length of the film when you're filming it?
Sorry, can you repeat
Were
that?
you worried about the length of the film?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at the beginning, I didn't expect it to be that long. I usually have a kind of a good idea of how long a film is going to be, for the length of the
Sure.
script.
Yeah.
Because we keep saying, a minute is kind of a page, a script in general, but
Yeah.
it is really a generality because the thing is, it's suspenseful quite a lot of the film, so you kind of drag the scenes a lot more. So it's an 8-page script.
Oh,
You
wow.
know. Yeah. So it's a lot. It's just a lot of scenes are kind of stretched out because of the build up and what's going on really and the action. So yeah. So like a little paragraph would just make could be 5 minutes. So yeah.
So I want to give people your teaser. So basically, a young girl, Sophia, she
Yeah.
faces the dilemma of choosing whom to trust when an imposter infiltrates her home. So there's kind of a little bit of suspense, obviously, in the horror genre, but there's also like what's like twists and turns, like who am I trusting, what's going on,
Hmm.
what's happening, I guess, right? So you're kind of
Yep. Yep.
keeping that tone. That's a hard tone to do from a young filmmaker's standpoint, kind of engage the audience and make us emotionally react to what's happening, but then
Hmm.
also making sure that there's an ending and then also having those twists and turns
Hmm.
during this filming as well. So
Yeah.
good job. I guess basically what I'm saying, it's like not an easy film to make. Were you were you just like, did you have blind confidence going in?
Yeah. I mean,
That's good. That's a good way to be.
yeah. I mean, I liked. I knew how. I know. I know how suspense work. You know, I know how
Yeah,
to kind of build tension, but I think the tricky part was I mean, the horror part, I guess, the what makes something kind of scary. Because after I've edited the film too, and
yeah,
after rewatching it so many times, I was like, this is not at all scary. It's not at all. I have no idea how the audience is going to react to that now because I've rewatched it so many times that I'm like, okay, I need to kind of have fresh eyes on it again and kind of, show it to other people before I finish it
yeah.
and stuff.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where was it? Where like it's obviously the location itself is kind of a character in the film. Where did you shoot it? Where was the location?
So we shot everything in Bournemouth. So yeah, do you know where that is?
No, it's in the
Bournemouth.
UK.
That's south of England.
Okay.
So it's like 2 hours away from London. It's near Brighton, Southampton.
Well,
And
what
yeah,
about the
on the
house?
coast.
Like, how did you get the house?
Yeah, the producer. I had a great producer, and she was kind of asking around because we that's also where we study, so we had to look at the different neighborhoods, and she got we kind of were knocking on doors and asking. Really, that's what it came up to because we didn't have the a massive budget either.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So someone gave you your house to shoot in?
yes, exactly. That's essentially yeah,
How
yeah.
many days did you shoot it?
So we shot three. So it's two locations essentially, actually.
Yeah.
It's 3 days in the house, all of the house scenes, and then the basement was at this old manor, which this we had to pay. Got a bit of a budget in that. And yeah, that's like two. So 3 days there for the basement and 3 days in the house. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So it's a long shoot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah, it was.
The location itself, because you have a lot of close-ups of like kind of images and the film. Was a lot of it already there, or did you do a lot of art direction for the film?
Yeah, there was quite a bit of art. Yes, we had to kind of. Well, the house was already beautiful, I thought, was it really
Yeah,
suited the film. But the basement was, I mean, there was less. It's funny because it looks obviously empty. You might think there's less stuff, but actually we had to really fill up the space with boxes and all that in the background. So the background does a lot, although we don't really notice it when you see the scene, you're kind of taken by what's going on. But there was quite a lot of art design there. But in the house, it was more like it was more about the portraits and kind of just rearranging what was already there.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
I like the dining room wallpaper. Is that
Yes,
like
oh,
yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking about. Yeah, when I
yeah.
said like the house it looked already good. Was that exactly that wallpaper that's what got me. I was like, this
Yeah.
is great. This is very, yeah,
And they got
yeah,
the clocks. I'm assuming that the clocks were already in the house.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That big clock. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's like very like old school, right? Like an old kind of
Mhm.
old style house.
Yeah, I mean, all of this was, I mean, it's always looking back at the budget, really, talking with the producer, just, the less we have to dress it, first
Yeah.
of all, the more time we're gonna save and the more money also. I mean, it's just too difficult otherwise.
So you
Yeah.
mentioned the actors previously. They're fantastic. And
Hmm.
where did you find three kind of really main actors? Where did you
Yeah.
find them?
Okay, that's been a while now, but I think it was so I put basically a call out on social media. And then I use maybe Spotlight search, this kind of
Okay.
Spotlight UK. It's kind of a UK acting thing where you can find a lot of actors. And yeah, and basically I kind of put that post out and then people replied. And then I've kind of, they went through a casting process. And then yeah, and then we selected them and then we work with them. So yeah, it was nice. That was really
But
good.
the older lady who comes in, she's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
she is. She is.
And
Yeah.
she like I shouldn't call older lady, she probably get offended by saying that. The one who's older than the other actors, the younger
Well,
actors.
the mom, yeah, she plays the mom. So
Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. Like the just their style and like did you kind of like in terms of their wardrobe and their kind of like setting up, did you guys really kind of talk about that? Like how did you kind of
Yes,
set
yeah,
that
we
up?
did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Especially for the mom actually. Because she, I mean, she is. We had to change her. Actually, her hair. Her hair was very important.
Yeah.
She's, it's actually her natural hair color is blonde. So she
Oh,
went through
really?
a long, yeah, makeup process every morning. I mean, every day of the shoot. So she had to change, put a wig on, and yeah, and a
Oh
lot
yeah, I'm
of
looking at her now online. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a blonde. Because
Yeah,
you
she's a
wouldn't have,
blonde.
it was so great. Like she looks like a brunette. They did,
Yeah.
maybe she should just change it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that was quite important because it did a nice silhouette and got kind of more of a witchy vibe, let's say,
No,
for the
it
film.
sets up the art, the kind of like the overall production design of the film, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind
That's
of needed, kind of contrast to like the apple and like everything like that, right? So,
yes, exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, what is the symbolism of the apple?
Um, oh, that's a good question. Well, this is kind of the turning point, really, of the film. So, when we have that actor, the son opening the apple, that's kind of a big turning point where Sophia kind of realizes, and the audience basically, because we discover as much as Sophia
Yeah,
during the film. There's no gap in time, fast forward, it's all kind of there. So that's when she kind of like that's the confirmation that okay, something's really wrong, and she now believes her brother, and that we kind of have to act on, uh, you know, we have to find out what's going on.
yeah,
That was a significant, that kind of the apple, what is really the turning point of.
yeah. It's like Act One ends and Act Two begins, I guess.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's right before the basement scene, really. So
Yeah,
that's kind of what made them kind of jump off the seats, really. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so yeah, and also the tone of the film changes too. It gets darker. It's, like
Yeah.
it goes more in the horror genre, I guess, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of a build up the first act, kind
Yeah,
of trust issues and stuff, and then it goes into the very dark place, and then that's where things are revealed a bit more.
yeah. This
Yeah.
film's got a great, I don't want to give too much away, but it's a great idea. Do you remember when you came up with the idea?
Um, so basically, because I pitched it actually for as a student film in my university, and then I kind of left it aside for a while, and then I took it back again, and I really wanted to make it because I was like, okay, this is really like a good. I mean, I think a good story to tell in a short amount of time, and I so then I watched other horror films, and I saw The Thing, 1982 from
Yeah,
John Carpenter, I think if I'm
John
yeah.
Carpenter, yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really good. And I was actually writing a dissertation for uni about VFX and special effects. And so I had to analyze those films. And then I was like, okay, this is kind of like giving me a lot of kind of creative ideas for the script. So then I had kind of reworked the script a lot, went through like, I don't know, quite like 20 drafts of the script until it was actually finished. And yeah, and then that's how kind of I got inspirations from that. So kind of the shape shifting
Yeah.
idea. Yeah. hmm
And then when did you like decide, okay, I want to shoot this?
That was about a bit more than a year ago. Well, that was when was that? Yeah, December 2023. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think. And that's when I was like, because basically, if I knew I wanted to shoot it in June, I was like, I needed to kind of I know how long it takes to
yeah,
pre do all the pre-production, get the team and
yeah.
all of that. So I was like, okay, I need to do it. Um, and so yeah, that's kind of how long it took. And
And you said you edited the film as well?
yeah, yeah,
Do
that's
you like editing?
I do. I kind of that's why I was like, okay, super long films, I'd rather have an editor work on that
Sure.
because it's kind of a lot already as a director. But this was like a short film, so I was like, you know what, I kind of want to really want. It sounds fun editing it also, and I like editing, especially when I have the obviously the time, and so I had the time for that. But however, um, the thing is, we ran quite a lot of problems in post-production, especially with the basement scene. So there was kind of like a, VFX. There's kind of a bit of VFX actually. In there. I mean, VFX, let's say, just kind of exposure
Yeah,
levels and color grading. And this I had to kind of learn also, on also how to do that so that it's kind of we had to fix a few things. Uh, that was not really shot. We didn't really shoot it exactly due to the space, basically. We needed the scene to be very dark and to not show walls, to have
yeah,
this kind of black hole effect, if
yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
So this in post-production, I had to kind of like fix that, and that was quite difficult at times because there's so much you can do in post, but you can't fix everything if
No, you can't. You can't fix out of focus, and you can't. It's hard to
exactly,
fix when
exactly.
something's too dark. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
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 Those are two things that you're gonna have to go back and do it, redo it, right? So,
Yeah, so I had to like, kind of like mask the faces, try and,
yeah,
separate them from the
yeah.
background so that that was what was difficult. Yeah.
There's a great shot in the basement scene with the female character where like you kind of like she's in a close up and you move up on her and you kind of
Yeah.
see her kind of the reveal, I guess. It's a really great shot and it's like really nicely photographed and her performance it's like perfect filmmaking. It's like he's got a rack focus, your operator, and then it's got to be light. She's got to be like she can't move, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah,
One
yeah.
little movement, the lighting is off, and
Yeah.
uh, and then she's got to have the performance. The performance has got to be there too, right? Like, and
Yes.
it's the reveal. It's the most important part of the film.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
that
you were
was
happy when you saw it in the
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
No, definitely. I was very happy with it. Yeah, it was
yeah.
good. Everyone had so much fun actually doing it and stuff. So yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Did the actors see the film yet?
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, they're all very happy with it, really. Yeah. I kind of, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I had to go and do my compulsory military service. So a little bit after
In
the
Switzerland? Yeah, you
in
guys you have to go
Switzerland.
for a year, or how long do you have to go for?
It was 4 months, but it's
Okay,
then I have to go back every year. But there's some ways around that. But the 4 months are uh,
yeah.
the hardest part of the. So
You
yeah.
know, you know the world's reaction to that, right? Like, you never go to war.
Yeah, but we're ready. So well, I
For
don't know if
what?
we're ready.
Like you guys are the neutral country.
Neutral. Well, we're
That's
fighting for neutrality, I guess. Yeah. But that's how we do things.
you're
Yeah.
the only country that got away without issue during World War II, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Switzerland is kind of, I guess, yeah, quite lucky for that. But yeah.
But you have to go to
Yeah.
military because I know a lot of countries, like even Italy, they used to have to do
Yeah.
that. All the males had to go for a year. They don't do that anymore. They
No, all around Switzerland, I think most, I don't know if
yeah,
Austria, but France doesn't have to go.
yeah.
But now they're kind of talking because of everything that's happening. But no, Switzerland's always had that. Yeah, it's just kind of in our constitution, really. So,
So what do you learn what do you learn from that? What do
so
you do?
I was a security soldier. So yeah, I learned it's just military stuff. I can't really share too much, but it's kind
Okay.
of just, yeah, because I'm
Oh,
not
it's
very
like secret. Okay, gotcha.
yeah, but it's I mean it's normal because it's the military stuff. But it's military training. I mean it's basic training. They have the first few weeks and then you do your function, you exercise your function, and you learn to shoot and all that, and you get to keep your weapon, which is quite
Oh,
cool.
but your gun control is pretty. There's not many killings in Switzerland.
No, no,
Yeah.
compared to America, maybe.
Well, America
Yeah,
is in a different level, right? But yeah,
yeah,
if everybody has a gun, you're saying that you get to keep your weapon?
yeah. I mean, it depends. I mean, you need to have a pass a test, and
Sure.
obviously, and
Yeah.
if you shoot really badly, you don't get to keep your weapon, for example. But yeah.
So
Yeah.
one assumes that you got to keep your weapon, so you're a good shot.
Yeah, but it's not too complicated either.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, to finish things off, that's a whole film in itself because that's
Yeah.
fascinating. Yeah, because like that, like something that we just never did, right? Something have never been able, like Canadian,
Yeah.
never. Even like I don't know if I could handle it, but
You didn't do Canadians don't have to do it or
no, no, not
no?
even remotely. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, so we're like, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so finish off the sound design, the really nice sound design in the film. It's key to your film, like the suspense, kind of keeping the
Yeah,
tone going on. Who did your sound design?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you like that process?
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually more used to sound design than to even kind of image editing, actually. I've kind of
Yeah.
started to really understand it because I work a lot with musicians.
Okay.
Like, so we had well, the music that plays at the end, that was I collaborated with a musician. And we had a singer for it. But in terms of sound design, yeah, I had to find the sounds, construct the sounds, just build the sounds basically from the ground up. And that was this is actually the part where I really enjoyed that because you had the image and you kind of, once you put it, it kind of really augments everything in the
Yeah,
scenes. So yeah, that was good. It was a good challenge. Um, but yeah, I do a lot of the sound stuff for my videos and films, really.
that's great. So what's up? What are you doing next? What's up for you now?
Well, now, so I'm back to normal life, which is good. No, so I'll travel a bit, go to the UK again, and Australia, and I'll basically be kind of networking a bit around the world. Yeah, and then I'm kind of developing my next scripts. Um, yeah, and then that's kind of it, really. So it's kind of finding the next project, really.
So you want to make another film, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm anyway. I know I've got scripts, tons of scripts that are still, kind of sitting on my computer and
Yeah.
stuff. So I need to, yeah. I've got lots of ideas and stuff, and I just need to write them, develop them. Some are kind of it's more and more ambitious because I kind of want to go into feature films. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, congratulations, man. This is a great film, and I hope it serves you well. I hope it's getting the festivals, it's getting traction, like all
Yeah, I mean, thank you for having me and stuff, and I'm really glad it kind of got um don't have the word now your positive feedback and
yeah,
stuff. So I'm really, yeah, very happy that the audience
yeah.
liked it and stuff.
The
So
audience really liked your film, so I'm glad you enjoyed the feedback video. All right, let's talk again when you make your next film.
yeah, amazing. Okay, thanks, Matthew.